Hey folks, welcome to DragonWorks. 1980 KZ1000 Pro Street strip. Customer just had the engine rebuilt by somebody, and it's a little bit noisy, and he's a little uncomfortable with the answers he was getting. So it's here to get it right, get it checked out, or what have you. So basically, I'm going to fire it up just for a short period of time, so I can listen to it, you can hear it before, and what have you. And then we got to start digging in and see what we find. So that's where we're at. Let's get to it, shall we? I'm only going to run it as little as possible here. A little more choke. It's going to rev up high, and then I'll have to put the choke down, you know. Okay, so most likely you could not hear what I was hearing. He said he did put the baffle back in it because it was just a little bit too loud. But I was basically trying to listen to what's going on in this top end here. And yeah, still not quite sure. All right, well, after reviewing that video I just shot, you probably did hear what I heard. That engine is awful loud for being just rebuilt. And it could be a number of things. It does sound like a valve adjustment, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And the next move here will be getting the cover off, the top cover there, and seeing what kind of valve clearance we got, looking down in there and see exactly what's going on. That's going to be our next move. We get this straightened out. We got some other work to do. I'm pretty sure that nothing in the engine is supposed to look like that. And it's on both sides. What in the world is going on here? Well, my customer was right. I might hire that guy. He picked right up on it. It has totally wallowed out the bearing surface on the head here and the caps. And let me put the camera in the tripod so I have both my hands here. The cams, okay, sorry guys. Bear with me. The cams are just flopping around in there. Hold on, let me get something. Stand by. All right, check this out. Try to hold the bike still. Yeah, when I'm spinning the motor over, the cams are just flopping around in there like crazy. I mean, way back there even. Kind of hard to do here. You get the point. This is bad. Sorry guys, this is real bad. I've never seen anything like this before. This is a new one. I'm not sure yet, guys, what happened. The only thing I can think is that the valves were like way out of adjustment. So apparently they put new valves in these heads. And I looked down one of the spark plug holes and it did look like there was some new valves in it. The only thing I can think is something was wrong with the valves. They were too long and they, forced these down and ran the engine like that and basically wore the bearing out and started flopping around. I don't know what else. I mean, I see some shoddy stuff. This is kind of minute and stupid, but I mean, they got a cap screw in here instead of the right bolt. Just, some shoddy stuff. There was another bolt broke off over there, as you saw. And I'm just seeing a little bit of, I don't know, I shouldn't say a little shoddy. I mean, I've never seen anybody screw an engine up this bad. Personally. I mean, I know it happens. But I've never seen anybody do that. Both cams are just in there wallowing around. And that ain't supposed to be like that. So, again, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like the valves were certainly way over tight. Or something. Oh, man. Not sure. But yeah, the customer, he said when he first went down after they got done, and I'm going to repeat myself, but when he first heard the bike run, right after they rebuilt it, he said it was smooth as could be. Then they said they broke it in for 50 miles or whatever, and he said it was noisy as hell. And he didn't like what the answers they were giving him. And he said, well, let's look at it. And they said, no, we're not. We're going to do it our way. I want you to take it home and put 500 miles on it and then bring it back. And, he got it home and said, man, something just ain't right. And then he found out about me. And, well, here we are. So, yikes. All right, folks, we're obviously going to end it there for now. I got to get with my customer. His suspicions were correct. What a shame. I mean, them cams are just flopping around in there. I imagine it was just the valve clearance was extremely over tight. They got new valves in there, probably not the right length or something. I'm not sure what the heck they did there, but they told him to go home and run it for 500 miles and then come back. They weren't going to check it. And I hated to even start it, but it did sound like when the customer showed up, he cranked it up. We started it to listen to it. And it did sound like a really bad, in need of a valve adjustment. So I just wanted to see if I could pinpoint the noise this time. That's why I only ran it there for a few seconds, but they told him to run it 500 miles and come back. This thing wouldn't have lasted. It would have self-destructed in 500 miles. Probably in another 50 miles, it would have just completely come apart. Oh, man. And it's so coincidental because this guy just found out about me like a week ago. And like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a video on that little topper engine. And these same guys told my customer they rebuilt that. And we saw that they didn't do the work they said they did. And it's just a crying shame. This is what keeps me busy, folks. It really is. I get so much work from other shops doing shoddy work, man. It's pitiful. All right, guys. Unfortunately, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Peace out.